1 year from today, you look in the mirror, you are healthier, more confident, financially stronger, mentally sharper, and living a life you once dreamed about. Now imagine another version of yourself. 1 year later, still stuck, still waiting, still wondering why nothing changed? Here is the shocking truth. The difference between these two people is not talent. It is not luck. It is not intelligence. It is not even opportunity. The difference is something so small that most people ignore it every single day. A teeny decision, a teeny habit, a teeny action repeated consistently. This is the life changing idea behind the compound effect by Darren Hardy. And by the end of this video, you may never look at your daily choices the same way again. Let me tell you a story. A teacher once offered a student two choices. Choice number one, receive $3 million today. Choice number two, receive 1 penny today. But that penny doubles every day for 31 days. The student laughed. Who would choose a penny over $3 million? Most people would take the money, but there is what happens. Day one, 1 penny. Day two, 2 pennies. Day 10, about $5. Still unimpressive. Day 20, around $5,000. Interesting? Day 21, more than $10 million. Think about that. The smaller choice eventually became worth more than three times the larger choice. This is the power of compounding. At first, progress looks invisible, then suddenly it becomes unstoppable. One of the biggest reasons people quit is because they expect immediate results. They go to the gym for a week, nothing changes. They start saving money for a month, nothing changes. They read books for a few days, nothing changes. So they stop. What they don't realize is that success is happening underground, just like bamboo. For years, bamboo shows almost no visible growth, but beneath the soil, roots are expanding, strength is developing, then one day it shoots upward dramatically. People see the growth, but they don't see the years of preparation. Your life works exactly the same way. The invisible work always comes before the visible reward. Most people think failure comes from big mistakes. It does not. Failure usually comes from teeny choices repeated over time. One extra junk food meal, one skipped workout, 1 hour wasted scrolling, one unnecessary purchase. None of these seems dangerous, but years later they become your reality. The scary thing about negative habits is that they feel harmless today. The dangerous consequences arrive much later, and by then, the damage has compounded. Just as success compounds, failure compounds too. If you want to predict someone's future, don't look at their goals, look at their habits. Goals are wishes, habits are evidence. Many people say, I want to be wealthy, I want to be fit, I want to be successful, but their daily actions tell a different story. The truth, the truth is simple. Your future is not created by what you do occasionally. It created by what you do repeatedly. If every day you are casting votes for the person you are becoming. The question is, who are you voting for? Imagine a plane leaving Los Angeles for New York. Now imagine the pilot changes direction by just 1 degree. 1 degree seems insignificant. Passengers will not notice. Nothing dramatic happens. But after thousands of miles, that tiny shift could land the plane in an entirely different city. Life works exactly the same way. Teeny daily decisions seem insignificant until years pass. Then suddenly you are somewhere completely different from where you intended to be. Success and failure are often separated by only a few small choices, repeated consistently. Have you ever pushed a heavy car? At first, it barely moves. You push harder. Still nothing. Then slowly it begins rolling. Once momentum takes over, the same car becomes much easier to move. Success follows the same law. The beginning is always difficult. The beginning feels unfair. The beginning feels slow, but consistency creates momentum, and momentum creates results. Most people quit before momentum arrives. The successful few stay long enough to experience it. There is an old saying, you become like the people you spend the most time with. Think about it. If your friends constantly complain, you start complaining. If your circle wastes money, you start wasting money. If everyone around you avoid growth, you stop growing. Environment is powerful. In fact, it often beats willpower. That's why successful people carefully choose their influences. Books, podcasts, mentors, communities. The people around you shape the person within you. Something magical happens when you start measuring your behavior. When people track their spending, they spend less. When they track calories, they eat better. When they track study hours, they become more productive. Awareness creates improvement. Most people don't fail because they lack ability. They fail because they lack awareness. You can't improve what you refuse to measure. A young man once met an elderly millionaire. He expected to hear some incredible secret, a hidden formula, a special shortcut. Instead, the old man smiled and said, I never did anything extraordinary. The young man looked confused. The millionaire continued, I simply did ordinary things longer than most people. When others quit, I continued. When others got distracted, I stayed focused. When others chased quick rewards, I trusted the process. Then he said something unforgettable. The distance between your dreams and your reality is built one day at a time. That is the compound effect, not magic, not luck, not talent, just consistency. At this very moment, your life is compounding. Every choice matters, every habit matters, every day matters. The book teaches us a powerful truth. Success does not happen overnight, failure does not happen overnight either. Both are the result of small actions repeated over time. The good news, you don't need to transform your entire life today. You only need to improve by 1%, one better decision, one better habit, one better day. And if you repeat that long enough, your future self will thank you. Because years from now, you will discover something extraordinary. The life you dreamed about was not created by one giant breakthrough. It was created by thousands of teeny decisions nobody noticed, including you. And that is the power of the compound effect. I hope you enjoy this video, and please subscribe and like this video. Thank you very much.